In this video, I'm going to look at a demonstration of the chain map from collections in Python. So if you want the code I'm going to go over, it's located at the following, this URL here. Okay, so it's going to demo a chain map, which is, I'll just roughly say it as sort of making a list of dictionaries and then treating it as if it were just one large dictionary. So I'm sort of, this is based on just the page 30 from the hands-on data structure and algorithms with Python book, and I'm sort of working my way through slowly. And I'm going to read a bunch of JSON files, and the JSON files will make dictionaries. I'm going to add the dictionaries to this chain map and then work with the chain map as if it were just one large dictionary. Okay, so let me just have I'm going to be reading files, so let me have a peek at my file structure. I have, here is the Python code, and next to it I have 3 JSON files, and these JSON files are for the Unicode for emojis. So I have here this JSON file. The JSON file is, in JSON and JavaScript in language, it is an object, and in Python language, a dictionary. And it has just a bunch of properties, and then key value pairs. And so there's a property or a key of grapes, and then the value is this, and that is the hexcode that is like the Unicode hexcode corresponding to sort of a grapes emoji. All right. So that's what the files look like. The files are next to the Python. Okay, so that was my close the Explorer now that we've seen the file structure. Okay, so I'm bringing in from collections the chain map. I'm bringing in JSON because I want to read files that are in the JSON format and use JSON to create dictionaries from them. And then I also brought in the OS, the operating system library, because when I was running this at one point, my terminal, my Python, was not open to the same folder as the Python file I was running, and so it was not finding my files to be read. So here I am importing OS, and then here I am getting __ file is the Python in question. I'm getting its finding its real path and getting the directory name, and then I'm changing my directory to that. So I'm putting myself in the location of this file, and as we saw, the JSON files were siblings of it, so then I can read them just based on their names. I'm making a list of JSON file names. So I had a fruit JSON, a horoscope JSON, a kanji _number JSON, just different files with, again, some descriptor, some key, and then a hex code to make the emoji. I am instantiating a chain map. And then I had that list of emoji files. I'm looping over it. I'm opening the file. I'm taking its contents and using the JSON library to turn that into a dictionary that I called Unicode. And then here's my chain map. I am making, sort of effectively adding that. It's this new child method. So I'm taking this dictionary I just read in and making it a new child of the chain map and sort of making that the new chain map. So I have, I'm bringing in these multiple dictionaries and making the chain map, which is going to be one big dictionary when we're done, and then I'm closing it. So that was the hard work of reading the files and turning them into this chain map. Here I'm just using the chain map with one of my keys, and it will print out that hex code. And then just to show that they do indeed correspond to emojis, then I took that value, emoji underscore CM strawberry, which is some hex code, use int and the 16 to convert that into sort of a regular integer, so base 10, and then use the car method, and then the car method will turn this into the emoji. Okay. And then here I am looping over. Dictionaries have an items method, I guess I'll call it, and it will give me all of the items, the key value pairs. That's so that are in the dictionary. And so I'm looping over the key value pairs in the items of my chain map. And again, I read in 3 different dictionaries, but here I treat them as if they're just one big dictionary. And then I'm going to show you the key and the value and the emoji. And so the key is just key, and the value is value, and then I get the emoji using this trick of turning the value, which is hex, into an integer, into a decimal integer, and then turning it into a character, which will be the emoji. Okay, so let's run it. And here we have the output. And here is me just accessing a single. That was this here. Print the emoji. Just the emoji like that is the value is the hex code. But then if I do the character int, then I actually see the emoji of the strawberry. So that was here, just using a key to get the value of that individual key. And then after that, I was looping. And I can loop over I can have just the keys, I can have just the values, but I wanted everything. So I did items and I did key value here in my for loop. And so it's showing me here in my quotes, I have the word key and curlies and value and curlies and emoji and curlies, and then I'm substituting in with format, the key from the loop, the value from the loop, and then this int and car combination with the value, and that gives me the actual emoji. And then we can see the different parts that went into the chain map, the fruit emojis, the horoscope emojis, and then the kanji number emojis. So again, that was the purpose of the chain map, to work with multiple dictionaries as if they were just one large dictionary. That's my understanding of what the chain map is doing, and here's my demonstration of that. Thank you for your attention.